We all feel safe in that room.
What is up, guys? I am Kokak here, and we are sort of being a glutton for punishment right now, because right now we are testing. I'm recording, right? Yes. We are testing playing Control using a 1080 Ti in 4K, and I'm surprised how well this is running right now. I have no idea why this is going like this. We're getting 50 FPS right now. Hello, face. This is better than ultra-wide 1440. What is going on? So, if you look at my settings, we are at ultra. Oh, we have a render resolution of 1440. That's cheating. Alright, we're gonna render resolution. I didn't know that defaulted to that. I thought I just set resolution to 3840. So there's a render resolution setting that never showed up before. And then we have our highest settings right here. SAAO on, film grain on. So now should... Oh yeah. Oh yeah. So something I forget to mention from previous benchmarks is that I'm using NVIDIA Shadowplay to record this video. So NVIDIA Shadowplay maybe takes about 3, 4, or 5 FPS. So if I turn off Shadowplay right now, which you can't watch because that will end this video, expect maybe 3, 4 extra frames. I usually consider like about a 10% hit at most in most games when you do Shadowplay. So expect at 25 FPS we're getting, if we turn off Shadowplay, maybe we'll get another 2 or 3 FPS. So this is in 4K and 4K render target, and even just running around we're getting less than 30 FPS. So this is not at all playable. It does look super pretty though. I do have to admit, playing something in 4K is so nice, and my TV/monitor is really pretty at 4K. And it's one of my biggest displays. It's 43 inches, so I have to admit this is sort of spoiling me in terms of how big it is to my eyes and how engrossing the gameplay is because of how big it is. But when I lower this resolution, it won't be as engrossing, as entertaining as you would think. But we're currently running at the highest setting, so we're going to lower it right now and try to hit maybe a 60 FPS target. So we'll go with medium preset here with SAAO and film grain on. Slightly better, we're getting 30 plus, so without Shadowplay maybe we'll get 35. This is not... And we haven't been shooting anything yet. So we'll actually be likely playing this at 4K. This is a 1080 Ti graphics card, Palette Super Jetstream. If you're from the West, you might not have heard of Palette. They're the same brand like Gainward. They have pretty good graphics cards. This graphics card is beefy, 2.5 slot. Massive cooler, so don't think about. I don't even think about the cooling. It's 72 degrees right now. It's running at 1873 megahertz, maxing it out, and we're getting less than 50 FPS here, where there's not a lot going on. There's no walls and everything. Let's try shoot some stuff. Ooh, God! Don't fall. The frame rate just killed me trying to walk up to that thing. Alright. Here we go. Oh, it's hard to aim. When you're getting 30, 40 FPS, it's hard to aim. But the bigger screen, the bigger resolution is helping a little bit. Alright, so this next bit will kill 2 guys and then move on to the lowest settings. Okay, 1. 2. Alright. Lowest settings 4K. And then if we're not hitting 60, I'm gonna turn off SAO, screen space quality, and film grain. And then we'll see what kind of how we can. Oh, it would help if I can hit my targets. We're getting 50 plus right now in 4K. That's not bad. Wait for the recharge. Alright, this next pit is gonna hit our frame rate a lot. Once the screen starts turning red, let's pay attention to the frame rate. This is the lowest settings in 4K. Oh, we hit 200. Okay, now it's 46. That's not terrible. Nice. I didn't see the FPS, but we were seeing 40 plus after I killed that guy. I guess you can't use the tables as projectiles, can you? Where are they? Oh, did I use the... Did the chair hit him? Oh, that worked. Maybe it works. Nope. That didn't work that time. I'm getting the hang of the mixing the melee attacks with the gunfire a little bit. All right, this next section is going to be brutal, so I'm going to turn everything off. I never... Okay, so low preset gives you medium texture resolution. Apparently you can go even lower. I never realized that. So now we're doing 4K, native 4K, absolutely lowest settings in custom. This is gonna look like...
They tried to invade me earlier.
Yeah. It looked like an upscaled PS3 game.
Everything in this place. Is the hiss your enemy? Alright, it's out.
We're getting 48 FPS right now. Dude, our combat prowess is getting better after all these benchmarks. Yo, don't tell. Oh god, just as I was giving myself some praises. Ranger second class Pulaski. Never liked that guy, Pulaski. +40 FPS. Absolute, really low settings. Absolute max here. Let's try. Yep, and then keep the film grain on. 30, 20, 22 FPS. If you're looking for the FPS number, it's upper in the upper right corner.
What does that mean?
If you're curious what that software is, that is MSI Afterburner. So there's a quick benchmark, about 10-15 minutes of gameplay on Control, and definitely you won't be able to run this with a 1080 Ti Ultra Max settings in 4K. We did pretty well if we were rendering 1440p, but that's basically just playing 1440p really. Lowest settings was playable, but not optimal. And the visual quality was just terrible. Low preset is probably a good enough quality, but under 60 FPS is just not acceptable if in an action game, really. Because why would you play an action game in under 60 FPS? It's just basically not letting you do the actions that you want, you know? You want to be Max Payne in real life, you gotta see things in 240 FPS, 144 FPS. Because that's basically Max Payne, just, you know, except your eyes are just faster, basically. Anyway, that's that for our benchmark. Thanks for watching. See you guys next time.